right? We don't let nothing marinate. We get straight to the sauce. Everything saucy. Yeah, I gotta get it cut. You know what I mean? I gotta get it cut. Probably do it today or tomorrow. You know what I mean? Top dog, top seed. Yeah, but it looks like the fight is back on. Keyshawn, Edwin De Los Santos for May, the end of May. Uh, that fight gonna be one of the ones for the ages. Yo, 2025 boxing is lit. Like, like, yo, it's lit. You feel me? Like, we getting good fights. You know, shout out to PBC throwing the Kalen Plant, Armando Resenta. That's a good fight. Charlo and Cornflake. You know, La Mena, like that's a good fight. You know, I always tell people what makes a warrior is you going out on your shield. Losses don't describe nothing. It's just a lesson learned. You understand me? And you know, nowadays you watch a lot of people that they want to protect their donut. You know, they always want to protect their donut. But the key thing about protecting that donut, you know, you got to risk it sometimes with some elite fighters to show that you're really one of those ones. And for Keyshawn, his first title defense against Edwin De Los Santos, it speaks volume. It speaks a lot of volume because, you know, I believe in the kid, but, you know, I believe he's a dog. But this fight right here, you know, this is going to be his second elite fight. You know, we see him go against Namir Albright, you know, a.k.a. Wu from Philadelphia. He was an Olympian. And Wu did some shit, you know. It wasn't a sweet fight. You know, it was a good fight. But after that fight, they never put Keyshawn in there with elite fighters again. Until now. You know, until now. And, you know, we're going to find out, is he really built for the wall? You know? But I heard a couple people saying, like, you know, that's home field advantage. You got to make sure he not on that snack. He not juiced up, etc. Because Edwin De Los Santos is a PBC fighter. You know how Bomac in them camp is. Yeah, you know how Bomac in them is. Bomac, you can tell by his boxing record, he not that. So, and you going to deal with some shit, you going to deal with some shit. But besides that, you know, I would love to see. I would hopefully, and I would love to see that fight, you know, really happen. I would love to see that fight really happen. And if it really happened, that's what's up. That's what's up. Then, you know, we got fight week here. You know, Boots standing on this. That's gonna be a banger. You know, ain't nothing sweet about that fight. You know, it's all about protecting the chin. Boots versus Stanionis is gonna be a chin fight. You know what I mean? Who got the best chin? You know, me personally, Boots can make it an easy night just by staying on out. Beat him up. Do what you did to Villa. You ain't got to try to exchange. You ain't got to do none of that. You know, I watch a couple people say by the fourth round. Shout out the Porterway podcast. You know, I watched them give their breakdown. You got to remember, Sean is a professional fighter, so it's good to hear his breakdown. You know? And shout out to Sean Z. It's good to hear his breakdown. And I agree with Sean Z. I agree fully with him. This is not the right person. Even though Cameron wasn't, even though David Avianesia wasn't, even though Stanionis got a low knockout ratio, but you can't try to exchange blows with this guy. You can exchange him. Any fighter can exchange him. But if your characteristics is different from his, and you can make it an easy night, and get the knockout. You understand? Because the knockout gonna come once you make it easy, once you have fun. You know what I mean? And believe me, Roman Villa is a way more powerful puncher than Stanionis is. You know? But sometimes you only take 5 pounds of pressure. You understand me? But it's going to be one of the ones. The undercard is going to be lit. You know, Ray Ford back. So hopefully, you know, we get to see Ray Ford and Shushu fight for a title eliminator. They get the Fulton fight. You know, then you have, if I'm not mistaken, Shakur Cousin You know, Moses fighting. Hopefully, you know, he get to pull something off, get to pull some strings off, and make something happen. Um, it's a nice card. It's a nice card. You know, it's a nice card, especially in Atlantic City. You know, bringing the East back. You know what I mean? Putting up them numbers. You know, but I would love to tell people and inform people. What the F is going on here? Inform people like what y'all think about these fights. Who y'all got? Who y'all rolling with? Who y'all cutting the check with? Who you cutting the check with? Who you betting with? Who you putting your money on? Now, I mean, especially with this Keyshawn and Edwin De Los Santos fight, what y'all think about it? You know, they just said that Keyshawn, you know, try to lowball Edwin De Los Santos for 200 grand. You know, we know Edwin is not a $200,000 fighter. You know, he is a 750,000, close to $1 million fighter. So right now he in between a $500,000, you know, to 750 or even $1 million. So from a $500,000 to $1 million, Edwin De Los Santos is that type of fighter. Why? Because he's ranked up there. Once you rank the contender, your value goes up. You know, that's what I tell people when I was growing up. Right? This is no disrespect. When I was growing up, a prospect, you know, you start getting main events. This when HBO was popping. You know what I mean? I was a kid when HBO was popping. You know, you start to get your first main event. Then from there, you know, you turn into a contender. You know, but once you become a title holder, you know, you're a prize fighter. So now your main event status. And what I see nowadays don't make no sense. It's like the Michaela fight. Brian Norman. Bro, you still co-main event when you're the champ. They're showing you how they disrespecting you when they don't believe in you. Now, I mean, they don't believe in you. But at the end of the day, you know, okay, Kendra, what up, baby? It's been a while. They see that Keyshawn and motherfucking Edwin De Los Santos. They said it's really happening. You know, I thought last night, you know, they talking about, well, during the day, they saying that, you know, Keyshawn, I mean, off him 200 grand. You know, but hey, this is the fight for the majors, man. We got to make this shit happen, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with it, you know. But I think he gave him like a $500,000, close to $1 million. I thought it was a $500,000 or 750. You know, 750 cool. You know what I mean? You just got to go take it. You know, you just got to go take it. Yeah, Boots gonna do his thing, but I just hope Boots don't try to exchange with that man. You know what I mean? Like, he's like a Lithuanian William Zapata, you know? Stanley Onis ain't sweet. You know, he just you know us, you know, we outside niggas, we like to look flashy. You know how us is in the Americas, and I ain't talking about niggas in boxing. I'm talking about us, you know, in the streets. We rumbling this shit. You know what we like, and you know what catch our eye. And hopefully, Boots get to do that, man. Hopefully, Boots get to do that. You know what I mean? We watch your exchange with Abunesia. We watch, even though you got this stoppage, you stopped him in the corner. He throwing the flag. We watch with the Karen shit, you know. But Karen had some good footwork, and Karen showed that he was strong, and Karen was catching you with some shit. But Boots gonna have fun. I don't know. This nigga, he gonna do some crazy shit. He cut up like this nigga shredded, and I just watched. Oh, Boots weight drain. That nigga ain't weight drain. That nigga shredded. That boy is shredded. He's ready. He's shredded. Like, that boy shredded. It's gonna be a rumble though. Now I mean, unification, linear ring. It's gonna be one of the ones. I love it. I love it. I love the fight. The undercard gonna be crazy. I want to see his you know, I see Ray Savage calling out Shushu. You know, that'll be a mean one. But me personally, I still would like to see Ray get his shit back in blood with Nick Ball. Like, cause Nick Ball running around like the European pit bull. You know what I mean? And he just a one style. Like, I'll beat the shit out of Nick Ball. Savage, like, pay me the money. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And that's real shit. But Boots just gotta go in there and have fun, man. You know, he got to go in there and have fun. I know when you see the shit live, you know, it's different from what you see. Like, it's the same shit what you see on the TV, but when you live, you see when the nigga really slipping. You like you see the fight differently. You know, like I went to a fucking Sixers game. Them niggas be balling in person, but when you watch them niggas on TV, you like these niggas ass. You like these niggas is ass. But they balling them, and when you go to the Sixers game, and them bitches $1. You got some tickets $1, some tickets $10. You can go there, run to the front, watch the game. Them young niggas balling, man, they balling. But then when you watch like a Beeb and all of them niggas coming back in there, it's like, yo, why the fuck is y'all gunning? Like, look what the young niggas putting up. They putting up 90. They putting up 102 points. So they putting up that number. Imagine what the numbers they have put up with the starters. Imagine the number they put up with the starters. But you let these niggas tell it, they'll tell you something different. You dig me? But yeah, with this Charlo fight, is it Mel or is it Maul? You know what I mean? Like, which Charlo? I know their name, but I gotta go check it out. I'm going box record check it out, because I be lost with them two motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Because I thought Mel was the nigga that came undisputed at 154 and Maul was at 160, 168 and shit. But niggas saying Maul came undisputed. I'm like, no, I thought it was the younger twin that came undisputed. You feel me? That was at 154 and still at 154, the champion Recess, the king of 154. But you let these motherfuckers tell these niggas to tell you something different. Dumb people, yo. You just got dumb motherfuckers. You know? And right here, you know, it'll put a good name on Keyshawn resume, because people be looking at Baranchuk. Baranchuk is ass. Gustavo Limos, like people don't know that shit was a rehydration clause. You got to remember, that boy coming up from 140 down to 135, and he put a rehydration clause on him, but not on Keyshawn. See, y'all people got to understand how top rank work. They give you the accolades of everything else, but the accolades you want is the money. You want to be a pay-per-view star. You want the money. And they won't turn you into that. Why? Because if they turn you, it always happens to them. They turn you into a pay-per-view star. What the fighter do? The fighter go and sue him. Like, yo, why the fuck you suing this nigga? And that's how that shit be, man. They'll sue the shit out that fighter. And me personally, I just laugh at certain shit. You know what I mean? I just laugh at certain things. You feel me? Because a lot of things that just, it be funny, man. The shit just be funny as shit. You know what I mean? It just be funny. It's a lot of BS going in the sport of boxing. You see with this Turkey Dana White shit. If I'm not mistaken, yo, I think they trying to make Shakur and Williams Zepeda take that $750,000, yo. They trying to make, Turkey was trying to make Shakur and Williams Zepeda a TKO fight. No, they was trying to make him a TKO fight. And me personally, that's no good. That's no good. That's no good. That's no good. You know? Even when Shakur talking about, yo, that he the one that put up for the pay-per-view. He might have did. I'm starting like, he might have did. Know what I mean? But I'm gonna claim that shit. I'm gonna claim that shit to fame too. Know what I mean? But you know, like a lot of people starting to see what I see. It's Turkey put on too much main event fights on one card. And that's not cool. That's not cool to you. You putting too many main events on one card, bro. Like February 22nd, bro, that was 10 cards. Those 10 fights was 10 main events, bro. 10 main events. So the next 5 months, we could have been lit with 2 fights each month. We could have been lit with 2 fights each month. But we could have been lit with 2 fights each month. You fucking dickhead. You would have hit my shot. I hopped on and beat the shit out your ass. Beat the shit out of white boy. Beat the dog shit out of him. Boop, 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 boop. Beat the shit out of him. Like being a short nigga, man, like, you got these fat niggas and tall niggas, like, these niggas, like, are being the way how you look. Know what I mean? Because this is the crazy thing is, I watch a lot of people, they be like, oh, y'all niggas be on this. No, y'all niggas think y'all can trying to bully us short niggas. We will beat the dog shit out y'all niggas. All body shots, nigga. Fuck you talking about. We gonna fuck that body up. That will be wrong with you tall niggas. Y'all be thinking us short niggas, y'all can get over on us. And we always beat y'all the fuck up. You know they say the taller you are, the harder you fall. Which means it's timber, nigga. When I hit you, you falling like a tree. Cause I'ma chop that shit. I'ma chop that shit. You understand me? Punching you with these is like you getting hit with some hard ass nunchucks. I promise you that. You know? And there's always the fat, hungry niggas, you know what I mean? They wanna come around, they get mad cause you ordering something. Oh yeah, he just took the last slice. Oh, you took the last slice? What the fuck you mean? Butterbean looking motherfucker. You don't sit your nut ass down. Real trap, you don't sit your nut ass down, bro. Cause everywhere you go is niggas in the hood is just like me. We all, majority of us all think alike. You know, sometimes when we see some fuck shit, you know, we gonna call that fuck shit. Know what I mean? But sometimes, you know, we gonna let that shit breathe and let a nigga breathe, you hear me? But like I always say, you let another nigga tell it, he gonna tell his story different. Fuck him. Fuck him. One of these wild. Can't take the phone in there, that shit, they gonna give me a copyright strike. I be hating that shit, man. Trying to get monetized or copyright strike, trying to gain some little revenue off this shit. You know what I mean? I meet the quota, I'm there. You know, niggas wanna, these soft ass people wanna, you know, they don't wanna see people grow. You know? There's a bunch of greedy people out here. You watch, listen, man, if you from Philadelphia and you post the Philadelphia nigga shit, you know what I mean? Bro, they copyright the shit out you. But you'll let some corny niggas from a different city in a different state post your shit. But in real life, we know y'all niggas was never that in the city. You know, when you watch a lot of niggas be like, oh, run my city, I run this. Bro, these niggas be working niggas, man. And what I mean by, I ain't mean by a working nigga, a 9 to 5. These niggas be on the block trapping hand in hand. These niggas don't own no blocks. These niggas ain't got nothing out here. And trust me, y'all, the shit ain't right out here. Half of the niggas that they got in their camp ain't right. Half of the niggas they got in their camp ain't right. That shit be sick. But I'm gonna get at y'all, man. I just had to tune in the morning, drop this news. We gonna drop it. Go check out my guy, H Money. Go subscribe to my man, Kendrell channel. You know, this is how we do it. It's all facts, no opinions. Dollar.